So, the most observant of you have noticed, yes, I'm not here again. It's still too hot here in the UK, so I do apologise, guys, but we're going to be cracking on with another video. Yes, and this one is going to involve some cup games in this one, so stay tuned. Hello guys and welcome to Dreaming is Possible here with Chesterfield, and yes, we are back with the second leg of against Barcelona in this one, and we're also going to do the FA Cup semi-final against Newcastle. Yes, so it's going to be a cup episode. We have had a Premier League game in between. We've had that Everton game since obviously you played Barcelona, and as you can see our confidence is still riding high, with obviously another 5 goals put in that one. Everton was obviously able to get themselves a couple as well, but yeah, it was a very dominant performance from us, and those 2 goals were kind of just where we just sort of slightly fell asleep a little bit, but there we are. Anyway, like I say, we're going to be kicking things off here with a game against Barcelona. How have the new owners been and stuff like that? Nothing's really changed as far as you'll be aware, since obviously last time you knew about the 2 signings and stuff that will come obviously for next season, but apart from that, nothing else. Oh, I do actually no, we have got a director of football. Yes, they've told me who the director of football is, and I will just show you here. Here it is. Yeah, Mark Overmars, ex obviously Arsenal and Ajax as well, but mainly people will probably know him from being obviously at Arsenal, but yeah, he's our new director of football, and yeah, that's again out of my hands. It was part of the new owners that brought him in. He's not had any influence as yet, because I'm sure he will have a lot of influence in obviously the off season when signings and stuff will be made. They have still said that I'm in charge of signings and stuff, but I'm sure we'll find out more when the season ends and stuff like that. But anyway, that's for another time. Let's crack on and take on Barcelona. It's I'd say a foregone conclusion from obviously the 6-0 result, but you never know. Barcelona could produce a miracle and beat us 7-0. Who knows? Anyway, let's see. So here are the 2 lineups, and as you can see, Barcelona have decided to change their formation, being at home maybe, I don't know, but they're going a little bit more attacking compared to that 4-4-2. They've got those 3 sort of midfielders sitting a little bit deeper, but as you can see, they're going with the João Felix in behind Fati and Martinez. Interesting sort of lineup, but we'll see if it works for him. As for us, I've made some changes to give some players a bit of a run out, because like I say, we're 6-0. I'm going to try and save a few of them for the Newcastle semi-final. That's more important, I think, when in the fact that we've got this 6-0 advantage. So we've got Castellano is going to be in goal. We've got Cruz, Arifi, Iliovsky, and Ollie Clay are going to be the back 4. Clay with the armband on for this one. Neto and Baldwin, you're probably not sure who he is, but yeah, it's a young midfielder that is, I'm going to give a bit of a run out to. Just give you a quick look at him here. You can obviously pause it and have a look, but yeah, he's one of our young sort of as you can see, 20-year-olds, from the under 23s. Going to be bringing him forward. We're going to play Richards out on this left-hand side. Rainier is going to play as the cam, Baptista out on the right, and then Vescogan is going to lead the line. So yeah, let's see what sort of scoreline this is. Hopefully, fingers crossed, Barcelona do not beat us 7-0. Here we go. So very early on here into the first minute, and we're pressuring their back 4, but they've managed to get this away. But we've got the old rain in Spain happening at the moment, haven't we? But Cruz is under a little bit of pressure, but he's managed to get that back, working a 1-2 with Arifi, but now can surge off down this right hand side, but kind of pushed it a little bit too far forward there and sort of tripped over his own feet. But here's João Felix now coming the other way for Barcelona, and their home fans will be cheering them on. Well, it's the best start that Barcelona could have got, if they are going to try and beat us 7-0. But yeah, like I say, first minute in, and João Felix has done something that they were not able to do at Chesterfield. Neto now switches wings, finds Baptista on this right hand side and surges into the box. Now Barcelona got to be wary about obviously away goals, and it is Richards that has got us that vital away goal, which is something that Barcelona were not able to do, and that is going to be very, very costly. So even though they got off to a great start, we have caught them out here, as young Luke Richards there has managed to smash in a goal at the new camp. It's something he's going to be telling all his mates about, you know, his dad would be so proud of him, won't he? Like, so it's very fast-paced here, and Barcelona have got themselves another goal. Saliba coming in from the corner. So we're only 10 minutes in, and we've got a bit of a goal fest going on here. And we knew that Barcelona had to come out all guns blazing, and yeah, Saliba coming in at the far post. We're not picking him up, and it's 2-1 to Barcelona. So João Felix over another corner. Are they going to get a third? No, not just yet. But they have laid it back here to Kessie, and he's managed to get Lautaro in, but it was a bit of a lame effort. See, this is the sort of Barcelona that I was expecting from the first leg. So we reach half-time. Barcelona are leading, and this is, like I say, this is kind of like how I'd expected Barcelona to have, like, given us more of a test with regards to that first leg. But yeah, I mean, we were controlling a little bit more of the possession, but as you can see, they're just edging it on the shots. But it's a tight game, but I just think, obviously, with the fact that we're playing, like sort of like not our full strength side, that can be like a factor that's going into this one. So we're into the second half, and we nearly got an equaliser there as we hit the bar. It's coming back in again from Cruz, but not able to get that equaliser. And we picked up an injury. Rainier has picked up an injury there. I didn't see what happened. It just suddenly went straight to this. So yeah, that's a bit of a blow. So we'll make way with. Let's see. Bring on Kunku on, I think. So we've got a player down in the box there. Saliba holding his leg. He's just gone straight to this highlight, and he's down in the box there, looks like he's holding his knee or something. So I'm not entirely sure what happened, but this is a first. I've not seen this on a highlight before. But this is obviously one of the medical staff is coming on here to like treat him. Yeah, I've not seen that animation before. But he's having to go off the field while this corner is taken. It's played in here, and we didn't capitalise on Saliba being off. Now, is he actually going to be substituted, or is he going to just be able to run that off? Chance maybe for Lautaro Martinez to put this to bed, and it has done. Yeah, there we go. It looks like Barcelona are going to get the result. They're not going to get like the 7-0 that they needed, but they have made it 3. Maybe a little bit fortunate that it's sort of like got in here, because I think as the challenge comes in, yeah, it's sort of like it took the like shot direction has gone a little bit skew, and I think that's why it's beaten Castellano in goal. Looking to sort of say sorry to the away fans because they're doing a much better job here at the new camp than what they did obviously in the Prague Stadium. So we're going to make the final 2 changes. Got about 5 minutes or so to go, and Verskogen just not had the best games at all. Like, he's not really played particularly well in this one, and I'm going to move Richards into that striking role, bring Diaz on that left hand side. Also Martin Neto not having the best in midfield, so I'm going to give Claudio da Silva a run out. Why not give him some game time? It's only going to be for 5 minutes. And there we go. Yeah, there it is. It's a 3-1 win for Barcelona. We weren't under any sort of like worries. I suppose when they scored in like that first minute, it was I sort of like maybe thought, oh, have I made a massive error here? But yeah, it's a bit of a shame that we lost. But like I say, I put out a weakened side. They're at home. I think they're the factors that came into it at the end of the day. Like, I mean, we didn't do too bad if you look at the stats and stuff like that. It's just they just obviously had their their full strength side out, whereas we were playing sort of like our Carabao Cup type kind of team, like, you know what I mean? But talking of like other cups or domestic cups in that, we've got one coming up, which is the semi-finals at Wembley against Newcastle in the FA Cup. So we've just found out, I'll show you in a bit, like, but yeah, it's going to be Manchester United that we're going to be facing if we get to the final of this competition. They have actually beaten Tottenham. Yeah, shock that result, considering Man United are in the Championship, but yeah, they've managed to beat Tottenham. So that means that, yeah, Newcastle could possibly beat us. You know, there is these possibilities with any kind of knockout competition. It's basically who turns up on the day, isn't it? Like, you know what I mean? All form, all your like expertise, all that goes out the window. It's just literally who wants this more, like, you know what I mean? And hopefully it's going to be our lads that want it more. But I'm sure Newcastle will want it, like, you know, a lot more, because obviously they've not won anything for a long time. So yeah, you can see that's where they're going to be, like, you know, their heads are going to be at, like, you know what I mean? But anyway, right, we are going to have Castellano is going to be in goal. He's been our, like, domestic cup goalkeeper, so he'll be in goal. Ollie Clay, Arifi, Upamecano, and Piana. I've got a very strong lineup. Apart from the goalkeeper, very, very strong lineup. Dreyer and Riccardi are in the midfield. Warner, Appleby, and Baptista across the sort of, like, attacking midfield. And then you've got, like, Charlie up top. So, yeah, like I say, I've gone for it. It's the space of silverware's on the line. Like, I mean, FA Cup is such a prestigious competition in this country. So yeah, it'd be nice to get that one in the bag, but it's not there yet. We've got 2 more games to win before we can do that. So it's a chance for Newcastle to put this one into the box, and they've got a great start. And like I say, anything can happen in the cup competition. We are 6 minutes in, and it's Newcastle that are taking the lead. We've kind of like sort of took our eye off the ball there, as the ball is like, played into the box here from Phillips. And yeah, we've just not picked Thomas out. He's just sneaked in round the back there, and we were kind of ball watching. So here is Thomas again, sneaking forward, and we need to be careful that they don't get a second goal here, because that could cause us no end of problems. Ollie Clay there, sort of, it was a bit worried that he was right on the edge of the box there and just didn't get his timing right with his tackle. Could have gave away a penalty. But they have got in behind us here, and that is a penalty. I just literally just said about it, didn't I? And it just seemed as though that was going to be the case. Like, I don't know what Clay is playing out there, like, and he's supposed to be like, the vice captain of his club. You don't like make silly challenges like that. And it looks like we're going to be 2-0 down, and we are. So yeah, it doesn't look like we're going to get to the final. Not on this showing. I don't know what is wrong with our players' minds. Maybe they just thought, well, we've won this competition before. Can't get really fired up for it. Maybe that's something. I don't know. So Warner just stealing the ball there, and we've got a chance for Charlie, and great finish. Wow, we're back into this. I've just given them a shout from the sort of like from the touchline to like, I'm demanding more from them, and it seems to have like fired them up. It was El Vadi on the ball here, but Warner just like picked his pocket here. And the first time hit there from Charlie, and I think it actually went through the legs of the defender there, but it was a great finish. So we made life a little bit difficult for ourselves, but can we maybe get this equaliser now as Kyle Warner is surging into the box? He went to go for it. They didn't give away a penalty like we did, and they managed to get us maybe on the counter-attack here. And I'm going to try and take it 3-1, but Upamecano, which is, he could be off here. Is he? No. So Newcastle are coming again, and they've caught us out here, and this is number 3, and we are playing terribly. Either that or Newcastle are playing really well. It's maybe it's a little bit of both, like 6 of one, half a dozen of the other kind of situation. But we're just we're making like rash challenges like there, which gave the ball away to Sanders, and then we're just like switching off a little bit. And obviously Ollie Clay didn't want to make that same challenge, so because he knew that he gave away a penalty, which meant that Reinders was able to get in, and they've got their 2-goal advantage back. So what an absolute terrible first half. As you can see, we've had more of the shots and stuff like that, but it's like Newcastle that have been more clinical. 3 shots they've had in this game, all 3 of them are in the back of the net, and yeah, it's not been good at all. Newcastle coming forward yet again here with Thomas on the ball. Well, a good challenge there. Puts it out for a corner. In fact, what? The question, is that not the penalty? No, it's a free kick. Jeez. What are we doing? I don't know what is wrong with our defenders today. And, well, it's all over now. It's all over. It's been an absolutely terrible performance. You can't blame the goalkeeper. It's nothing to do with it. He's the only change that the rest of the outfield players are all like, you'd expect, week in, week out to be like, they're the sort of team that can put like, 8 goals past Valencia, like in 6 goals past Barcelona. But, Newcastle come along and we're getting absolutely battered 4-1. It just goes to show that obviously our players just did not want to win this at all. Like, so we can't really do much, but still going to make all 3 changes. You can see Baptiste has been absolutely shocking with a 5.9. I mean, Jesus, these 2 here like on 6.5s. So I've just changed the formation and just, I don't know, see if we can get some kind of like credibility from this. Maybe bag ourselves maybe a couple of goals in the last sort of 10 minutes here. But we're not going to Wembley, or should I say coming back to Wembley to play Man United. Like I say, it's been a poor showing from us, and we can't even score when the goal is like gaping. There we go. What an absolute dire performance. 26 shots in that, but only 8 of them on target, and I think that is what basically sums it up in the fact that our shooting today was absolutely diabolical. Yeah. So a quick look at the Premier League table. As you can see, Liverpool are on top, and they are 3 points ahead of us. But as you also notice, they've played 2 games. Yes, they've lost a game. Another one against Aston Villa, of all teams. There it is. Like, you know what I mean? Aston Villa doing us a huge favour. I think we need it right now. Because, yeah, after, like, you know, 2 defeats in today's episode. So that's very rare, isn't it, to actually get defeats in episodes? I mean, to get 1 defeat in an episode is a rarity, but to get both games in today, the Barcelona one I totally expected, you know what I mean? Because I played a weak inside, but not the Newcastle one. I mean, and not even like, it wasn't even just like that we got like beat like maybe 1-0. It was an absolute pummeling, 4-1. I mean, yeah, from a side that's sitting in 10th in the Premier League. How is that even a thing? Maybe it's a combination of our new owners and the players are not maybe happy with certain things that are going on behind the scenes. It's just the case of like, you know, we've won the FA Cup before, we don't need it, we want the Champions League. It's what you said at the beginning of the season, boss, and that's what we're concentrating on. I don't know, but there we are. We are out of the FA Cup. So looking forward, what is going to be coming up in the next episode? Well, it's going to be the semi-final first leg against Atletico, and it's going to be England against Madrid, because as you can see, we're up against Atletico Madrid and the Liverpool are up against Real Madrid. So will it be an all-English final? Well, we've done that before, haven't we? And it was Liverpool who we faced in the final last time. They obviously got the one up on us in that occasion. Can we get there, though, on a performance that we've just done against Newcastle? No way. Atletico will absolutely rip us apart. So hopefully we can get back into training, sort our heads out, and bounce back for that Atletico first leg, because we don't want them getting any away goals, similar to like the Barcelona scenario. We're at home first. Yeah, that's going to come up obviously in the next episode, guys. But yeah, bit of a disappointing episode, I'm afraid. And yeah, we just have to take stock, and hopefully it doesn't cost me my job, you know what I mean, with new owners looking on. But anyway, guys, you take it easy. Thank you so much, as always, for tuning in. I massively appreciate it. And if the sort of a temperature in the UK sort of drops a little bit, then you'll get to see my ugly mug down in the bottom corner in the next episode. But anyway, you take it easy, guys. Like I say, stay safe out there, and I'll catch you next time. It's Dave from Mumongu Gaming, signing off. Cheers.